What's going on, everyone? I'm glad you're here today because I want to chat a little bit about class and elegance as a man and why this is even important in the first place. So as an older gentleman, people look to you for leadership and guidance. It's like, show me how it's done. And how you carry yourself and act in different situations says a lot about the type of guy that you are. So look, if you've got just a few minutes, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. All right, like I said, I'm glad that you're here. And if you've never seen me before, really quick, my name's John, and I'm the founder of 40 Over Fashion. And if you end up liking what you see, I hope you'll subscribe and come back for more. So why is having class or being perceived as somebody with class even important? It sends the message that you have status. It sends the message that you're somebody with a certain amount of power and that you're trustworthy because, look, you can look the part all day long, but if your actions and mannerisms don't match your outward appearance, people can see right through that and lose trust with you. And the trust factor is really important. So maybe you're making moves in your career and you're out to dinner or at a social function with your boss and his wife. I would imagine that you would want to impress these people. But how about this? Maybe you're with some potential customers. I would imagine that you would want to show them and impress upon them that they can trust you in a business transaction or in an ongoing business relationship. Or how about this? Maybe you're meeting your new lady friend's family, your parents for the first time. I would imagine that you would want to show them that you're a good guy who has his stuff together. All right, so first up, and you knew this one was coming, so let's talk about it right up front, and it's to have your wardrobe dialed in. Understand how to dress for any occasion, but not only how to dress and what's appropriate for specific occasions, but also how your clothing items fit. And I'm sure you've heard it a million times by now, but fit is everything. And I've said it over and over because you can take literally the same guy wearing very similar things and he will always look better and more classy wearing better fitting items. And along with wardrobe, it might be best on those occasions when you do want to make a good first impression is to dial back on the bright colors and bold patterns. Basically go with solid colors and earth tones. And I've talked a lot about color theory in several videos, and the one in particular that has to do with colors and your skin tone, I'll link to that one right up here and also down in the video description. But earth tones, monochromatic outfits, and more subdued colors and patterns give the impression that you don't have to try that hard and you still look classy. Now, coming in next is your accessories. They shouldn't be overpowering, too bold, and you shouldn't be wearing too many accessories all at the same time. And in my opinion, you should wear a watch, a good old analog watch, not a smartwatch. But look, I've got nothing against smartwatches and other types of fitness trackers, but when it comes down to a situation where you want to turn up the wick a little bit and leave a good impression, it's best, in my opinion, to wear a good-looking watch. And that's why I'm glad to be working with About Vintage once again as a sponsor of today's video. About Vintage makes beautiful, affordable watches in classic minimalistic designs. And they make both quartz and automatic watches, and they combine classic vintage details with modern elements. And what I absolutely love and respect is that they help with ocean cleanup by removing plastics from the ocean. They donate and support DHL in their mission to reach zero emissions by 2050. And they offset all orders to be carbon neutral by funding climate-friendly projects. So not only do they make some extremely beautiful watches, they're striving to improve and develop new products and new production methods to lower their carbon footprint. I recently picked up this 1925 at-sea automatic in this beautiful rose gold, and it's pretty much all I've been wearing over the last couple of weeks. And what I really love is the flexibility to be casual with this included NATO strap, but also a little more dressed up with the free matching rose gold bracelet. So I've also got their 1982 GMT in warm gray and this 1925 at sea in gold. So no matter what I'm wearing, I always have a match. They offer free worldwide express shipping, a free extra strap, like I mentioned, free engraving, and a 30-day free return policy. So listen, they're running a summer sale right now, and everything will be at 20% off. However, if you go through the special link and use the code that I'm gonna leave right down below in the video description, you will get an additional 5% off just for this audience. So look, this offer is only good for a limited time. So if you want to go check out everything they have and get yourself a really nice watch at a really great price, the link and the code are right down below. All right, next is to have manners and grace. So say you're out to a nice dinner. Having good table manners is critical. And if you missed my video on table etiquette, I'll put a link right up here and also down below in the video description. But like I said before, man, you can be extremely well dressed, but if you shovel food in your mouth like a savage, I mean, that's more telling of who you really are. So my advice here is to slow everything down. Sit up straight, put your napkin on your lap, and take time to enjoy your meal, enjoy your wine, the company, and the conversation. All right, speaking of conversation, here's something else that I really want you to be aware of. Don't interrupt people when they're speaking. But I know, right, you've got something really important that you want to say or an incredible story that you want to share that relates to the overall topic of what you guys are talking about, but just be patient and let it wait. So I've been in lots of conversations with people who like talking, and it always feels like what I have to say isn't important when they continuously interrupt me mid-sentence. It's like I was just getting to the good part and somebody piped in with their opinion before I was even able to finish. Relax and let it go. And this gets back to slowing everything down, being patient, and letting the conversation come to you. And the interesting thing is that when you take that more laid-back approach, and if you were just interrupted, just wait. Let them finish what they have to say, and then just wait. Don't rush into what you were just saying a minute ago, because what will eventually happen is because what you had to say wasn't finished, if they're paying attention, they will realize that you didn't finish your point. And right there is the key. Because when this happens, the other person just realized they interrupted you, and now you'll have their full attention. And this goes both ways. If you unintentionally interrupt somebody else, apologize and let them continue. Okay, I want to circle back to grace for just a minute. And here's what I mean by having grace. It means not freaking out over the small things and making a huge production out of it. For example, maybe you're out to dinner somewhere and the kitchen got your order wrong. Don't take it out on your server because it's not even their fault, right? People make mistakes. It's no big deal. Maybe you're out to cocktails somewhere at some swanky new cocktail bar and an old-fashioned costs 27 bucks. Don't freak out and call attention to yourself. It's embarrassing. If it costs too much, just go somewhere else. And the same thing goes for retail stores, right? If you don't want to spend 80 bucks for a candle, don't. It is what it is, though. Go with the flow and realize you have other options. All right, next is to be aware of your alcohol consumption. Alcohol can be a pretty good social lubricant, but if you take it too far and have too much to drink, your mannerisms change. You start talking too much. You'll start talking loud and potentially do or say things that are inappropriate. Staying in control of yourself is classy. Getting wasted and embarrassing yourself unintentionally is not. But I'm not saying you can't go out and enjoy a couple of drinks. But again, slow down and just enjoy whatever experience or event you're at, and always remember to stay in control. So if you're someone who goes out a lot and generally has too much to drink, start practicing cutting yourself off. Practice going out and only having one or two. Practice drinking slower, or practice having a glass of water in between so that you can space out time in between your drinks. And look, one more thing. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to let me know and consider subscribing and come back for more because I'm here twice a week. And with that, my friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.